Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to share with you another keto dinner option. Today I'm going to make Mississippi pot roast, fresh green beans, and keto cornbread. So the cornbread recipe, I got this from Darius Cooks. He is a popular food blogger. You can find him on Instagram, on Facebook. He also has a keto cookbook, and he owns two restaurants. They're called the Soul Crab. One is in Chicago, one is in Atlanta. And so I'm going to try out his recipe today because I've been wanting cornbread for about 3 months now, and I'm excited to try it out. That's one thing about the keto diet. You will be experimenting and trying new recipes, new ingredients, new foods to see what sticks and what doesn't. If you like it, continue to make it. If not, move on and find something else. When you are on the keto diet, you can pretty much eat all types of meats. You know, the meats that you would eat on a regular diet, you can have those on keto. Chicken, beef, pork chops, seafood, lamb. It's not restrictive, and so don't be afraid to start the keto diet if you have reservations about what you can and can't eat. The diet is not really that restrictive to me. Speaking of meats, so I went to the grocery store yesterday to get a chuck roast for my Mississippi pot roast, and I usually like to buy a 3 or 4 pound roast, but because we are in the COVID-19 pandemic, people are once again making a mad dash to the grocery stores to buy up all the meat. So when this thing first started around March 12th or March 13th, people were running to the grocery stores, buying up all of the toilet paper and all of the meat. Well, that died down for a few weeks. Grocery stores were able to restock and replenish their supply, but yesterday it's like people are running again. I don't know what's going on. So the chuck roast that I got, it's probably 2 pounds, not as big as I would like it, but I'll just have to make it work. For the Mississippi pot roast, you'll need 5 simple ingredients: 1 chuck roast, 3 to 4 pounds, 1 packet of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, 1 packet au jus, 1 stick of butter, and pepperoncinis. First, be sure to rinse off the roast. I always wash off all of my meat, period. That's just me. I also like to season both sides of the roast with salt and pepper. Of course, this is optional. A lot of people feel as though the Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning packet has enough salt for them. Place the chuck roast inside the crock pot and begin adding your ingredients. Hidden Valley Ranch. Next, we'll add in the au jus. Now make sure you completely cover your meat. Also add 1 stick of butter. If you have Kerrygold butter, which is an Irish grass-fed butter, great. If not, just use regular butter. And last but not least, the pepperoncinis. Now I'm just going to add about 4 small ones. Some people put up to 8 of them. These peppers, they add flavor to the roast. It really doesn't add spice, which I like because I don't like spicy foods. Put on the lid, turn the crock pot to low, and let it slow cook for 8 to 10 hours. It's been 4 hours, so let's check on it. And it's cooking nicely. You'll see the au jus is starting to gather in one spot of the meat, so I'll just spoon some of the juices on top of it, and it'll be okay. For the green beans, you're going to need 2 pounds of fresh green beans, an onion. You'll also need the following spices: half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 clove of garlic, a half a teaspoon of Creole seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. You'll also need chicken stock or broth, or you can use water, and 6 slices of bacon. These green beans say they are already washed and ready to cook, but you know me, I need to rinse them off again. I'm going to trim the ends, and my sous chef will snap them in half for me. Teamwork makes the dream work. In a large saucepan, you want to brown your bacon. I use the kitchen shears to cut up 6 slices of bacon. You can use less if you'd like. Once the bacon begins to brown, you can pour off some of the bacon grease, not a lot, just enough. Then mix in your chopped onion. So this is a little more than half an onion. Saute the onions until they become translucent. Add in your minced garlic. You want to cook for about another minute. Be careful with the garlic, you don't want to burn it. Next, it's time to add in your green beans. Top them with your salt, pepper, Creole seasoning, and sugar. Fill the pot with chicken stock until it covers the green beans. Now again, you can also use water if that's your preference, or you can use water with a bouillon cube. Cover, turn up the heat, and cook for 1 hour. All right, guys, we've made it to the last dish of the day, the Keto Cornbread by Darius Cooks. It's his recipe. However, guys, since I'm the only one eating this cornbread, I'm going to use half of his ingredients. So, for this recipe, you'll need 1 cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 4 sugar packets or 1/4 cup of your artificial sweetener, 2 eggs, half a cup of melted butter, and 2 tablespoons of sour cream. One thing that Darius does not have in his recipe that I'm going to include is corn flavor extract. Who knew this existed? But I bought this small bottle on Amazon for about $6 or $7, and I'm just going to add a couple of drops to it so that my cornbread has the corn flavor. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Mix all of your dry ingredients together. So I'm using a fork to break it down, making sure to remove any lumps. Next, add in your 2 eggs, sour cream, and your melted butter. Now, I misspoke earlier. You need 1/4 cup of melted butter, not a half cup. Remember, we are only using half of the recipe. Give it a good stir. The mixture is supposed to be thick, so just a heads up there. Butter a cast iron skillet. Place the batter inside and bake for 25 minutes. And there you have it, folks. Mississippi pot roast, Southern style green beans, and keto cornbread. Guys, I am so happy right now. Like, I could just dance around my kitchen. I promise you. Shout out to Darius Cooks, Darius Williams. That keto cornbread is fire. Sorry, that's an Arkansas term. I mean, I have been searching high and low for a keto cornbread, and it is so delicious. It smells like cornbread. It tastes just like Jiffy cornbread mix. Like, I can't speak your praises enough. Thank you so much for that recipe. And guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. If you want to follow along on my keto journey, just subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And also hit the bell, the notification bell, so that you are made aware when I post a new video. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me, and you have an awesome day.